Si o que me vai tu a dia na no sira mamenu te agosamu con waga rara ne pi yo ganti aplo a dia na no sira kadu sago gosundo sazo mega ye blanco kwadi so e ka waga kama mapenyo no consider Bagum ya botlana ya to dogin se kewe to gain the sugu to a boy see how mamen do gain the sugu no man away ya we so this kewe to gain the sugu to a boy see how to gain the sugu tomorrow gone you know I woke up the boy Mawe koya mori te wan wore toke wan ro kon beke ido Mawe so yesi kawe lagu Ye kwe mo te wanu agaragara mui Muso e kaso Bo plaki ya mui Nyoba wakama o Hawe so yesi kawe Hawa nasu wa yetu gaugu Mao ne wabili wagu Zo sira gini Wakura kazua Mawe nyoko mao Si o que me vai tu a dia na no sira mamenu te agosamu con waga rara ne pi yo ganti aplo a dia na no sira kadu sago gosundo sazo mega ye blanco kwadi so e ka waga kama mapenyo no consider Bagum ya botlana ya to dogin se kewe to gain the sugu to a boy see how mamen do gain the sugu no man away ya we so this kewe to gain the sugu to a boy see how to gain the sugu tomorrow gone you know I woke up the boy Mawe koya mori te wan wore toke wan ro kon beke ido Mawe so yesi kawe lagu Ye kwe mo te wanu agaragara mui Muso e kaso Bo plaki ya mui Nyoba wakama o Hawe so yesi kawe Hawa nasu wa yetu gaugu Mao ne wabili wagu Zo sira gini Wakura kazua Mawe nyoko mao Amen. Honey, I'm going to see you about good. Some yet. Maluo. Tuta kuna gonza sasa ingo mume na zabagu hapa kai tetu metone magawa kori ne toke bombe bebo atene mode yema sewe wapia yewa sore tumagasi mau kana mui plagi ya mui yema wa kama ana nere yetu go
Talking. My mic is off and I'm talking. Good evening, folks. Thank you for joining us again tonight. We say wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. Thank God, thank God. Those of you that are in the East Coast where it's very cold, we say just brace the cold. Summer is coming. Samson Tour and the people from Tour Town will bring summer to you. Just bear with us. Again, those of you that are on this West Coast is very, very cold. When I'm bringing someone to you, we're taking someone to the East Coast. Samson to Live Republic. I want to thank all of you again this evening for tuning in. Please, all we ask you to do for us here, just click the share button and you can share the show to as many people as possible. Do us a favor. That's all we ask of you as we come here every night to have a conversation with you guys. Sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't like it, but that's what makes the wonderful, wonderful platform. That we are here to share fun with you. We are here to share serious stuff with you, and we will do our best to be as much genuine as we can possibly be. It's a wonderful thing to be here again this evening. I want to thank all of you, those of you that are trucking in, no, trooping in, not trucking in. Thank you, folks. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please share this show, share it to as many relatives, as many friends as possible. Safety, safety. Lord Jesus, we want to thank you again this evening. As we come before you, my Lord, we want to thank you for everything. Everything yet to come, we say thank you. Our faith in you can never be turned around. And so we know your ability to do what you have to do for us. We thank you for the long life. We ask you for more long life. Yes, we believe in you. Yes, we know you can do, and we ask you for that. My Lord, we want to thank you again for everything, everything, everything. Oh, yes. For those brothers and sisters that are unable to be here tonight because of illness, whatever it is, my Lord, step in. Take complete control. Bring comfort, happiness to the lives of those brothers and sisters that are unable to smile tonight. My God, we ask that the Republic of Liberia be blessed, that the people of the Republic of Liberia be blessed, that the President of the Republic of Liberia be blessed. Give him long life, extend his life. Whatever he touches in the interest of the Liberian people, his hand must be blessed. Whatever door he knocks in the interest of the Liberian people, open the door for him. We want to thank you for that. We know these things are possible through you only. And we want to thank you. My Lord, we ask that the United States of America, the host country, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, guys, welcome, 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 welcome. Tabata Open. But as usual, mm, we will go to our reading again tonight. As you know, we've been reading here from time to time, and then at the end of the day, we connect these past history to present activities in in the Republic of Liberia. So here yesterday, I told you the progressive was telling us something, telling the people to be calm, sleep well, have a nice weekend, September 27, 1979. At that time, things were very, very tense in Liberia. There was no question nice. If you were in Liberia those days, even as young as I was, you could feel the pressure. There was no question nice. There was no question nice. Uh, but let's go ahead now. Let's look at it a little bit more. I already sent a link. The first person coming here will cease our reading and we'll join them to have the conversation. The government, and let me start reading now. It said the two parties government, as released by ELBC, the new Liberians and the Liberian Age. Those were the newspapers those days. If you were young and into book business, you would know these things. If you were old and into book business, you would know these newspapers. The government of Liberia has categorically denied the wrong information being circulated on the leaflets, and that's one of the things PA used to do. They have no access to the nation radio station. They have no access at those they no Facebook, nothing like that. So what they used to do, they put stuff on the paper, leaflet they call it. They print whatever statement they want to pay. They print it out and get it somewhere, let it fly, let it wind blow, whatever it takes it. And people pick it up to read it, to read it. People will pick and the wind will blow these things, and not like they're going up into the airplane to let it loose out there in the air. No, they just throw it out and the wind blows. You pick it up, you don't read it, you throw it down, somebody else pick it before you know it's way in Cinco, looking town, New Crew Town. The leaflet is there. So let's go ahead. Okay. Denied the wrong information being circulated on leaflets by the Progressive Alliance of Liberia that the soldier and security forces have been giving shoot to kill other effective September 28th. The government described the power claim as a blatant lie and fabrication of and evil-minded people. It has, on the contrary, been brought to the attention of the government that power has set up its own security forces. My people, Maria was not easy. Yeah. Thereby attempting to set up a mini government within the government of the Republic of Liberia. This is 1979. The rice riots just happened a few months back, and now the tension is still there. Now, these are some of the, propaganda that are just not business, that are using for going to bring the thing to us. The thing been around for a long time. So people within the two-way party that wanted to make sure two-way party stays focused and deny these people the right to have a party. They already started propaganda to convince other hierarchy who are leaning to the ideas of Tubber trying to say, let's bring these people on board and let's face them. People who are lenient, the other group, the highliner within the two-way party, were doing their best to convince them to see reason. So they decided to turn it over. Now they're accusing the Progressive Alliance of trying to set up a government within the government Republic of Liberia, employing their own secret. Where power get money from before they would get security forces? But those days, those were the things they were saying. Let's read. In a release issued by the Ministry of Information, the government made it clear that the chairman of a two-way party does not preside over the government. Rather, that the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs is chairman of the cabinet, which conduct the affairs of the government in the absence of the president of Liberia. I told you guys already that the president of Liberia, President Tubber, was out of town. And then when he was leaving, he took some key members of his cabinet. Most people that went with him were people of a like-minded on these issues, and they will had Tubber thought it would be a good opportunity, the long flight, to be able to have this conversation with them. But the folks that were left behind, the highliner, they're not having it. On the closure of the probate court referred to by PAR, the information minister statement said that the presiding judge GCN Tokwe made an announcement to recess that the court without constitution with the chief of justice, and because of it irregularity, the judge decision was abruptly by the chief justice. Basically, they say the judge made his own decision to close it. Now, let me take this again. The Republic of Liberia, from time to time, even up to now, there are those people considered to be sycophants, people who want to be on the good side of the president. And so there will be people, even right now, people will do things hoping that the president will notice them. So because they are unable to produce. Because if I, Samson, were to leave from here, the most brilliant engineer in the whole world, will tell you, say, I'm not a brilliant, you're able to deny me. I beg him in my own mind, why can I be the most brilliant engineer? I say in my own mind, you've been in my mind before? You can't argue with me. But anyway, on a very serious note, so if I were to get a job, you think I will try to please people and circumvent the standard and try to put in something, a political project to please the president, I will. I'll work hard. But at the same time, we'll be truthful. If things are not up to standard, I will tell them. If they say do it anyway, I said no, I'm not doing it. What are they gonna do? Fire me? I'll find job. But here's the judge. Here's the judge. Hoping that the president and the two party will love him, he decided to deny these people the opportunity to register the political party because power was against the two party. And the Chief Justice, when it got to his attention, and the Chief Justice have history with the Liberian indigenous. The Chief Justice, G.A.A.P.S., back in the early late 50s, when 50 or 60, when was Dr. Famula Sunyan was being tried, the former ambassador was being tried. Chief Justice G.A.A.P.S. was the chief prosecutor. So you have history. And he knows very well that case didn't turn out right for them. In fact, that was the case that put the indigenous on the map. So that was something that was very interesting to watch. So the Chief Justice said, no, we're not going to have that. Nobody gave you the constitutional right to close the court. Liberia being a free democracy, its people have the freedom of movement, and therefore nobody has been nor will be prohibited or stopped from going to the court or courts for any reason. Chief Justice, GAPA. The pa had them by the kahuna. Pa had to be parted by the kahuna. They couldn't move. Oh, my people. Let me drink small water, man. Those were the days if you were. And can you imagine if I was at LU at that time? I don't think I would have survived. Because I was not even in 7th grade yet. I was following these people, my people. I was following them. And yeah. Come to think about it, Saturday afternoon, we all gathered. And the house that I was living in, almost 6 or 7 guys that were there were only LU students. A few were at BWI. Of course, mind you now, I've already flunked BWI, so I was in I flunked BWI exam anyway. So that big deal. So what? But anyhow, so a Saturday afternoon, we all gathering back there in the backyard with a radio in the middle, and we listen. We're listening to the radio, and the commentators sometimes will invite some radicals, and then those of us that just came from the beach, the Cocktail Plantation, listening to the progressive, we all fire up. Oh my goodness! Yes. Sadly, things turned out to be worse than what we just was anticipating. We thought it was a joke, anyway, but serious business. So let's go on. The Chief Justice is saying this, okay? PAC claims the statement noted that the contingents of combat troops have been brought down from Todi and Shafrin, and that troops have been posted in the neighborhood of its headquarters. It's another gathering lie. The government speaking now, gathering lie designed to deceive the Liberian people for sympathy. The government is saying, look, you're not listening to these people. The people say government and poor army people all in their yard. They want you all to sympathize with them. Oh, what a dumb statement was. Okay, to gain the sympathy. The PAD organization has instead posed a threat to burn down. And I told you, yeah. I told you, irrational Tonsi was telling Tower why you were gone. And we listened to it on the radio. He said, why you were gone, Mr. President? Do you see people who said they love you? They love the country. They love the people of Liberia. They want to burn the city down. Yes, a statement coming. This is where that statement came from. Okay. The PAD organization has instead posed a threat to burn down the city from Singer to New Crew Town. This was coming from ELBC. Okay. Oh, I love it when I do this. Okay, so to New Crew Town, and from West Point to Pinswell. thereby bringing destruction to the lives and property of the Liberian people and residents of our country. Now, when you listen to this statement, even though party themselves, the progressive themselves, were against the party, but they believe in the Constitution before the 1986 Constitution. But in the old Constitution also said the government has the right to protect the life and property of the Liberian people. So now they're bringing that Constitution to life. That part of the Constitution is coming to life. When they were shooting people, April 14, that part of the Constitution that was not anything. When they had the Southstone War, that part of the Constitution was nothing. When they went after David Coma, that part of the Constitution was nothing because it was in their interest to do whatever they want to do. Dictators. Okay, let's move on. Okay. Thereby bringing destruction. Okay. This, the government stand ready to arrest any such an attempt. The Liberian government statement noted that it is power which is responsible for what it is described as mounting tension by the tension of lies it is spreading, and and government will hold power responsible for any consequence. So, but one of the things the progressive was very good at the same time, whenever we go to this meeting at Coconut Plantation, there's public gathering. It's nothing secret, but they always made it clear that no one should take the law into their own hand and think that they're going to disrespect the law on behalf of the progressive. That's the first thing they would tell you. We'd like you to follow us, but do not take the law into your own hand. Don't go against the law because you think that you're helping the progressive. That will weaken our position and that will bring trouble for us. That's the first thing they were announced at Coconut Plantation. So they want that they're talking about we were done with it a long time ago. Let me see what time. Okay, I got 5 more minutes. All right. Again, folks, Samson told LeBron Pabredo, having fun here already. So please stay with us. Stay with us. So, okay. The government, okay. The Liberian government further deploy the affront posed to the Ministry of Justice by Mr. Tokpana Tipote. Let me read that again. The Liberian government further deplores the affront posed to the Ministry of Justice by and Tipote was PhD. Listen to what they describe here, Mister. They don't care. You talk about propagandists. These people were number one. You hear that? So instead of Dr. Tipote, by Mr. Topana Tipote, chairman of Moja, and Mr. Bacchus Matthew, chairman of PAR, by their refusal to meet with Justice Minister for a conference as loyal citizen of the Republic. You think I going to try to PAR? I tell you, PAR had these people by the kahunas. There was no way they could fool around. I wish it had ended fondly as I'm laughing, but it turned out to be deathly for all of us. All of us. We all were hurt at the end. It's not quite over yet because there's still political wrangling that are still going. We don't agree on many things yet. But sometimes our disagreement turn away from civil disagreement to sometimes brutality comes to play. And this is where we're still not quite comfortable with whatever conversation they're having. But let me read this. I got 2 more minutes. Okay. So I didn't explain that part. According to the story, they wanted Bacchus Matthew and Tipote to have a meeting with the justice minister months before April 14. I mean, before April 14, the rest riot. The justice minister and the minister of presidential affairs, E. Reginald Thompson and what's his name? I believe it was E. Reginald Goodrich. It was E. Reginald Goodrich, the justice minister. Okay, whatever. I'm forgetting it. But they had a meeting with Pat, and Pat was under the impression that these people were willing to talk. But when Tower came back and the hardliner took control of the situation, Tower flipped on them. So now they wanted another meeting and passed backup message. Said, no, 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 we went through that before. You guys, when we go to meeting, you say something sweet. When we come, we tell our people, then you turn around, start arresting people. We're not gonna have a meeting. Now the two parties say, oh, the people, they don't want to even want to meet with us. What a meeting with you for? You're not truthful. Okay. The government also notes, this is the last paragraph for the night. The government also notes with indignation the inflammatory nature of the leaflet being circulated. And that's one of the things. I remember, and I'll not, that's why I'm not going to call name. I remember, I will call one person name. Immediately after the coup, the PRC, I was inside and outside of the PRC like nothing else. So we were walking from the Capitol building and we saw one of the PRC members very angry, very, very angry, coming to the Capitol building to collect his men, he said. So one of the PRC members that I was with, Ice King, what happened? Jacob, what? Oh, did I call him? Okay, what happened? He said, "Oh, we got the people here. These people, they don't know us. They think that we here to play." And the guy name I'm getting ready to call now, he's from my area. And the guy who's questioning this PRC member also from Grand Chile. So he said, these people, they don't even know us. They think that they're here to come and shovel over. They're other men. Eh? Eh? What's his name? I am forgetting the crown body. The crown man, he's dead now too. He said, the man standing over there, look at me. Eh? And you call me scapegoat. Do I know that somebody that can eat Kasali raw? What do I know that can be good? PRC member. PRC. What's his crown guy name? Oh, I think I'm forgetting his name, man. The crown guy. So the other guy, the other crown man, that question, he also got angry without understanding what a scapegoat means. Because he said scape and goat. How you will call PRC member goat? So the other guy got mad. We gotta go get him. Who is he? He called him. The name has given me again. He died here in the United States. So they said, okay, let's leave. He said, let go. So they went to the Capitol building. They were angry. At that point, they were not even listening to their secretary, them people who knew the word, the scapegoat, what it mean. They were not ready to listen because you say PRC member and then you say scape and goat. What kind of business that? You not see the man eat when they were going that all they were saying, you not see any PRC member eat raw Kisali before you come call that goat. They went upstairs. So finally when they got upstairs, they called an emergency PRC member emergency meeting at the Capitol building. Remember now the Capitol building, there were most of the PRC members were at the time. They were representatives of different constituents and county and what have you. But they had a meeting. So they said, what happened? They explained. So one of the PRC members, one guy from Lofa Country, he said, but wait now. He said, where you call you? He said, you call me scapegoat. And do I know that? And he was serious. People were getting mad. So, but he said, but scapegoat, I don't anything, oh. That language. He said, no, no, no. Do you not hear anybody use that word in the Liberia before scapegoat? He said, because you know, because you don't hang around the book people that want. No, everybody was on the floor. Jacob, I call him again. He was so embarrassed. He said, oh, that what me? He said, yeah, they're not cost. Scapegoat, they're not cost. So, but I don't remember cost me. Okay, by that time the guy have already been they were taking him to the barracks to go to Kumba there at the time. So the guy said, oh, but okay, y'all go quick before we made ourselves look like a fool. So they went, they released the guy, apologized to him, and until I throw that one in there. So but what these people were doing in terms of that leaflet, because, as I said, the progressive didn't have access to the state media. So they used to print out leaflets. And sometimes the words that they use, some big, big words, most people don't know the meaning. So the government will interpret the meaning the way they see fit. And they call these things, yeah, the people causing all the Liberian people. They don't even got respect for people. They got no respect for the Liberian people. So let me read this last one. The government also notes with indignity the inflammatory nature of the leaflet being circulated by power which is intended to mislead, misguide the Liberian people and an act of an act in violation of the law of Liberia. So they're wrapping themselves around the flag of the Republic of Liberia. I will stop here tonight. Commentary next. Burning down this. Let me read the one here. This one is very important. Let me read the one. Commentary. It says, burning down the city. The government statement happened to be destructive of the fact of power release. Therefore, it does not merit detailed comment from the organization. Anyone who has passed the third grade can see from power release that it has not threatened to burn down the city. The organization simply mentioned the remark it has heard. It does not seem to bother the government that the people are convinced it will shoot at them. It has done so before. You see that's how clever the progressive were. They did it before, they will do it again. It has been done before. So the fear of the people are justified. It is very strange that the government seems concerned only about the people who do after their lives of some of them are taken into account. So let's stop here for now. But the reason the reason I'm doing it. Let me give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute here.
Kuna gonza sasa Ingo mume na zawagu Hapaka yunte tumetone Maka wakori de toke Gonga gbebo atene Mage ya mae Sewe wapia ya zore oye Tumagasi Mauga kala mui Lagi ya mui Yama wakama Ana nere yetu
Thank you. Sorry, we just have to put some. Okay, so let's go on to tonight's show. All right. So I'm doing these things from time to time. I'm not here to justify what I'm doing. It's the show. Whatever program we want to put up, we put up. We don't have to justify it. But I want you to understand why these things are happening. The reason why I go back deep into history is to enlighten many of us some of the issue people were facing at the time. You saw what the government of Two Party was trying to do. The Two Party at the time believes that the issue was to convince Liberians to be on their side. The progressive, on the other hand, were being successful in winning the many Liberian, indigenous Liberians to be on their side. And Two Party felt that they were losing the war of propaganda. So, however, they were facing a lot of problems. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you for joining us. Victor, thank you for joining as well. The progressive were able to show some past history. The progressive could make reference to Southtown War, true story. They could make reference to Dictoir and Totman election, true story. And people know that people who went through that were still alive. So it was easy to connect. They could make reference to was David Coma and his son being killed. True story. People who knew that were still alive at the time. So it was easier for them to pass that information on to many of us that were not alive then. Okay, and the rest riot. People saw what happened. Yeah, the people were in the street demonstrating, but there was no looting until people started being killed. So when Pat make this reference, people started giving in to that, start believing that. So Dewey Party, on the other hand, felt we have to engage. But the hardliner, instead of coming out and being truthful of what was happening in the country, they decided to take the high ground and say, these people are here to destroy you. And many of us knew that this was not the true story, that they were making it up. So they have serious issue. On the other hand, according to a story, Tubber, the president of the Republic of Liberia at the time, his intent was, he believed strongly that if Pat was given the opportunity to register, given the opportunity to campaign, that he was going to defeat Pat. And I think, from my perspective, now that I'm a little bit older now, I'm only 22 years old, from past experience, I think that was a mistake. I mean, good deal. The Pat did not fall for them, because Tubber would have whooped the progressive big time, big time. I told you yesterday, most people in the interior, when Tubman comes those days, when I was little, very little, I watched Tubman birthday in Zedru, birthday in Zedru, and I watched when he smoked his cigar like this and blow the smoke. People were clapping. I said they say I was little, very little, but I know that people were clapping. When Tubman traveled, one of the things he doesn't fly. He like either road or ship to travel. I don't know where with him and flying business. But whatever town he stopped in, people put, it was like they were seen to be like God or like, okay? They were highly respected. And one of the things Tubman did, he also respected the chiefs. He empowered the chiefs. And in return, those chiefs that were serving in these different communities all over the country pledged their loyalty without realizing that the two party were even in power. Many of the chiefs, if you ask them what political party, they don't know anything about politics. All they know is Tubman running the country. What are Tubman were, who they don't even know. Many of them have no clue about two party. In Monrovia. I never heard of two party until I came to Monrovia. Okay? So I'm not saying people in the interior don't know about two party. That's not the point. I'm just saying few people. So Talbot then was trying to convince his folks. Let's bring them on. Let them bring it on. We will defeat them. Two party said no. If these people get hold of the power, we will smell it no more. And they put on a strong resistance. Now, let's go fast forward. Let's go. Samson to La Brompa Burrito. In anything you do, if you behave like two-way party, you will struggle. You see the truth before your own eye. Then you say, hey, the man, that crazy man. Hey, the man can't do nothing, man. Then when the man ready, then you surprise. You don't take anything for granted. Especially politics. Things can change. Look who's at the White House right now as we speak. Look who running the United States of America. You cannot take anything for granted. Nothing. Let me go on. Sedition, CDC, for this liberal. I'm not taking you guys for granted. I take you guys for exactly who you are. A strong political party. And I will engage you from that perspective. I'm not going to lie to myself, say, oh, CDC not going to be able to come by. No, I will be prepared to debate you. I will put my binders together to engage you because you have history. And it is the history that we will use We're not going to sit there and say, oh, CDC, they did it. The people who will watch it, who will want. No, I'm not going to even make that assumption. I'm not going to make that assumption. I won't even assume. I will look at CDC as a strong political party, which they are, and I will engage them from that perspective. But for those people who support this president, those people who, like my own brother, Mr. Collins here, strong supporters of President Walker, I will not assume that these people will not be able to come by. Politics is about interest. It's about interest. Any of these seats, Unity Party, that are engaging on this matter, and instead of being truthful, they're being vindictive. Oh, the man was there for 6 years, he didn't do anything. That now people will look at. No, I will not look at that. You tell me what color clothes you wore yesterday. Is that the same color clothes you wearing again? You tell me what side of the bed when you are sleeping, when you are turning, what side you are turning. Man, you don't do local. We're not stupid around here. CDC and sedition. This liberal will look at you exactly as you are, a strong political party, and I will engage you from that perspective. I'm not going to make a mistake as other people are making already, thinking say you're not coming. No, you're coming. We will deal with that. Those of you that watched Spoon tonight, people say, oh, Samuel Twa lied. No. Can you imagine? Think about it. This Samuel Twa we saw tonight, he started appearing every week or every other week. Sooner or later, the bad that is happening in this government will be exposed, will be open. Why? They will now take CDC and say, oh, maybe what CDC, I don't know exactly how they're gonna handle it. But if they start coming and start being truthful, some statement he made tonight are not truthful and things, but that's fine. But the fact that he was able to come in and open his mouth, I'm not taking these people for granted. And anybody you come here, oh, don't listen to them. Now you myself, we're not on the same floor. You myself, we're not on the same floor. Mark Collins, good evening. Thank you. Yeah, we're not playing around tonight. The people who can talk about that, they're not here with us tonight. That I don't want to say plenty of things. I'm the board chair, Mark Collins. I'm in total control. Yeah. You know, Cromman, left power business. I'm the board chair. But anyhow, let's go on. So if anybody wants to say CDC, they're not coming back. Because here's the thing about that statement. My Esther, good evening. Thank you for joining us. Don't call Terry before the terror soon show up. That statement he made, terror soon show up. But yes, something wrong about that statement. Because that's just the mindset of human being. If you believe that CDC do not have the ability to come back to power, you will not be prepared because you're taking them for granted, and things that you're supposed to sharpen yourself on, you will be weak in those areas and you will be exposed. And this liberal, the political guru on the platform, it's not about ready to make that kind of mistake. No way. I'm going to take CDC as intellectual. I'm going to take CDC as strong political party opposition. I'm going to take CDC, whatever they come, whether they lie or they talk true, I will deal with it. I'm not going to disguise anything. They think then that CDC problem they are going to have with me. And I'm not going to rush myself. During the campaign, before the campaign, I was telling them, I said, y'all see bind, and I used to show them the binder for the enforced error by CDC. And we were taking notes. Yo, excuse me, my boss calling me. Hello, folks. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. We'll be back.
Sura ye tuga ma ne wa bile aga do sira bile wa aga sura ma wa nyo nyo ga ma o ni sura ke ko e sira ba me ni hani na mo sira ba go som ka 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 yet yet yet.
Your thing are stupid. I said my boss calling me. Yeah, I'm not answer that one, so they can throw me somewhere. I beg you. That for CDC and Unity Party business. I'm distributing the cops. I beg you, man. That one not working. Do you think the liberal jack got people, but he's smart? Eh, but anyway, let's get back to this. Let's get back to it. Okay. So, as far as I'm concerned, CDC and Samson told the liberal, the progressive, there's no friendship. The problem CDC has, as far as I'm concerned, they're gonna have to do better than that. I admire Samuel Toy. I told you guys Samuel Toy is smart. But the problem was he felt within CDC that he was the most my man don't say okay, whatever. I don't even gonna respond to you. They my ass thought they trouble you look what she yelled. My ass thought he said terrible. I call he can't now. Chaos has a talent now. Yo, you going again? Okay. So the problem CDC had until Terry come back, the problem CDC has, as far as I'm concerned, is how do they come up to actually explain themselves of those four unforced error for which I have document of. What wrong with what Victor? I come and kick you out of my that Mr. So my boss. Victor, why you a zero count? I am the board chair. That Mr. So will be my boss. I'm the boss. Victor, I beg you, I don't want no problem tonight. I want my show to go smooth. Why you say that Alfonso So will be my boss? I'm the boss, I'm the board chair. You know I'm crying, I left power business. Then you say, Mr. So, your boss? Mr. So, I beg you, Victor, I beg you, I want to have a beautiful show. Mr. So, boss, I'm the board chair. Yeah. Don't come praise. You can't praise the liberal. Don't praise. You need to praise me. I'm doing a very good job. Not only am I doing a good job, but I'm the best. Victor, no, he's not the boss I was talking about. But anyway, so let me go on and then I'll bring in Terry. So the problem, as far as I'm concerned, CDC gonna have to face, if they're gonna be truthful, they must come out and tell the people what happened, even if you tell us everything. But you cannot bring the same people back and say nothing went wrong, because that's not gonna hold. If you bring in the same, it's your duty, it's your right. If you're gonna bring the same people back, you must tell them why you got fluck. You can't bring the same people back and you allow people at Wilton Cutter then to be a spokesperson, which we will leave in a submarine town of Connecticut, Terry over there in Minnesota where the snow is. He doesn't even have to travel. Wilton Cutter can't. He's not gonna move. Like mayor got for your spokesperson will leave you in the dust. Terry, let me bring you on. Thank you for joining. But some guests, some member of our audience say they want to bring you on tonight because they want to enjoy themselves. Let's hear from you, Terry. Terry, thank you for joining me.
So, how you doing, Libra?
Thank you, thank
And
you.
the audience
The so-called what you might call it, not here tonight. Let's have fun.
with the CEO.
Yeah, yeah. If Victor coming right here, the CEO is my boss. What make CEO? I'm the board chair. How the CEO will be my boss? But let's go ahead, Terry. Let's hear from you.
Well, nothing. It's just that, like you were talking about CDC, all this kind of stuff. And, just the same thing we've been saying all along, for at least they're trying to take responsibility little by little. I don't know how they're going to see Samuel Twe, but Samuel Twe did what he had to do tonight and is going to go all over the place. But I think he did not do well for the CDC politically. He did not do well for them. It's not that Samuel 12 did not
Let me
appear to
bring in
be
Cisco to here. Go ahead.
Samuel 12 did
What
not
kind of background is
appear.
that, Ole? The other background is just an easy role. All I gotta do now is start going like they do my disco. Go ahead, sister. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Terry. Then we can bring her in.
Yeah, so CDC did not Samuel 12 did not appear like the regular CDC guy who comes with that energy of defending themselves and not saying the truth, and beating around the bush and pampering stuff, even though he did make some lies, he did lie and things on error. But he tried to be a little bit honest tonight. And that is how he almost buried the CDC because I heard him praying for Unity Party government to succeed and all. And I know that Keto did not like that. But again, where they say, and he also said that how many people he put into poverty, over 300,000 people. So the proper agenda failed, or was it successful? So Keto got to kind of explain all of that. But yeah, and I think that is where you start from. If they can be honest with the Liberian people, they can start from what Samuel 12 did tonight, and tell the Liberian people, you say, hey, we thought we had it, but we did not. But we can be better. Because you see, when you start like former president, we had the way he started talking Tabata the other day. What you do there is that you make the people to not feel sorry for you. I was reading comments of how the Liberian people felt about some of the things former president we have said in 2 days or a day ago or so on his Sunday something. The people are not happy. There are many people are not happy with his statement. You see, that's why I said his handlers have to manage him properly, or else he's gonna mess this thing up. So Samba 12 did not appear like the regular CDC guy. He came all out tonight and said, look, he gave his body to be sacrificed. So the CDC now has a point to start from, because if you start saying that what for former president we have said that, oh, the people then will pay the people then, the people never had nothing, the people I was rich, I was a rich man, and blah blah blah. You start acting like Mr. Cummings now. I was a rich man, I was born with silver spoon in my mouth, blah, blah, blah. Is that what the people really want to hear right now? When you told them yesterday that one of the reasons they voted for you was that you
You
were
come
from
get in trouble
Gibraltar.
with sis. You come get in trouble with sis Esther. Okay. Come
Well,
in.
I already in trouble with her every day. I'm every day in trouble with her. So that one part is normal. So, you coming from that place, you got to always present yourself like you came from among the suffering masses, because that is where your strength lies. You cannot be seen identifying yourself with the people who in the upper class, because those are the people that the Liberian people is against. So who managing him? Who really managing him? So today Samuel Toy came on now to say, look, I'm praying for the government to succeed. Equally so, we put taking people out of poverty, so he reversed on his 27 million people came out of poverty. He reversed on that tonight by telling the Liberian people the truth that look, 300,000 people went into poverty before I left, before CDC left. So that means the poor agenda was not successful. That's what it
It was
means.
never implemented anyway.
You see? So, but there are some things that we did and we had challenges. So if I was CDC, I can take it from there. That look,
Thank you.
my people, that is what it is. We did not do well, but yeah, we can do well if you give us the opportunity. Because while Liberian people are sympathetic, once you start admitting you're wrong, they will feel sorry for you. They will say, at least the man acknowledged his wrong and he willing to correct it. Let's give him a chance. That's what
Thank
they
you.
did to the Unity Party. Thank you, Labor.
Thank you. I think, President, we are most likely will change course from that statement he made. First thing, the way I saw that statement, from my understanding, the way I went through all of it, I think he tried to justify the building of the condominium to say I was not broke. I've always been rich. Now, the problem with that statement is years before you told the American government that you got money to pay child support. You told everyone that you were broke. Now even on your declaration, your declaration paper, you didn't say you were rich. Mr. Victor B. Smith, I'm in charge tonight. What's the name? Mr. So not coming here. He able to come out to them tonight. That's so progressive. He ain't able. He can't
So
come
that's no
here.
here. Here now when you running your mother, now you're in Liberia, you're not talking. Oh my.
That don't mean who say running your mouth.
I miss saying
The man, he said something. I say, yeah.
it.
He said, hey, you know me? I say, yeah. He said, God will bless you just by knowing me. But anyway, says Scott, let's come to you. What's on your plate tonight?
Well, thank you very much. I will just let us, focus on this one issue because I think it's the major thing so far. But before I go there, let me tell the Liberia people hi and hi to you, Mr. Tu, and Terence, my Esther, and all other people that are viewing us tonight. Those that will come to view us later.
Thank you.
I saw the Samuel Tower today. What I saw in him was that some sign of trying to get a sympathy and some sign of, there are people who with the same lie, they make it appears, like it is the truth. And there are some people who know how to mimic issues. And when they mimic it, they make it look real. And for you who don't know how to, do such thing, you admire them. And for people that are who know how to talk, sometimes we used to go watch movies and sometimes don't complete it. But there was a friend among us that knew how to explain the show. So when we get home, then we call her, Mommy, come and explain the show, because somehow they didn't have that ability of explaining like the way she was. But again, that's how people are gifted in talking. But the only problem I have with his smartness, his outspoken, attitude is that it is not been used the right way. It was not in the right place. Because to defend lies, it's not easy to defend lies. If you're saying the truth, it's easy to, reset and you will not miss track of it. But if you are saying a lie, you saw some point when he was asked, when he said he didn't know about the money issue, about the money exchange issue. When he was asked, what did he do about it? He said people were punished. Who were punished? Did he know about it? What action did he take? Those were questions he could not answer. Knowing fully well that he was given the power, being a head of an institution or even being head of that committee, it was his responsibility to take an action. Or even if he could not take the action, there will be a recommendation made to that committee that will, maybe clean off that the whole scenario. But I saw a Samuel Tour that was saying lies, and he could not defend the lie easily. And also saw that what I see politicians and people keep repeating these things, the same thing over and over. And I think it's not the right way. Even as I did not support the George Weah uh, presidency, I never one day said George Weah were not doing anything. He sat there and said the people are doing nothing. As a past finance minister, looking at what the present finance minister is doing, and you sit there and say they are doing nothing, I think that was a disservice. And politicians, if you want to get in power, that's not a way of getting other people out of power because you want to regain power. That they didn't do anything. They did the same thing. That Ellen didn't do anything. They kept saying, and the very Ellen that didn't do anything set the pit or the path for which they were working on. Today, they want us to accept that this government is not doing anything, but then accept that they kickstarted all of these projects. How do you want to accept that? I don't understand sometimes. I think that's not a way, to regain power. For me, that's how I am. That's how maybe that's what some of us in electoral position. You want to be fair in it, but people want to listen to lies, itching ears. They want to hear what they want to hear. Even if you're telling them the truth, they will still look at it and say that's not true. Look at the voting process when they were rating them. Sedition said they meant 10%. And that's the blindness. I can't sit there and say because I supported President Barker and say he's 100% right now. No. And I see it, that's what's happening. But again, that's how, people get into power because they lie through that medium. And because some of our people, they're in their right mind, that you will see them, they're looking at a reality. Like I saw one sedition today, they were interviewing some time ago, I don't think it's today. He's looking at a reality, they're telling him this is the development going, so that what we eat. And it make people to look like they're only looking for their daily bread. They're not looking at future. And we all know, we all are educated here. Before you got to where you are today, you went to struggle to go through schools and get it. What did you do? That patience you were bearing there. You didn't just jump overnight and get to where you are today. There are steps. But people want to jump over the steps. And then when you jump over the step, when you build in a house and you put those gaps in between, what happened? Anybody can put their hands, in no gap, or the foundation can break easily because there is gap. People want the easy way out. The easy way out is not just the best way.
Thank you.
I think that's all I can tell our people.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I relocate, I will rejoin you. Thank you, Mr. Sutton.
There we go. You will be back tomorrow, that is.
No, maybe when I get home, I'll relocate. I'll relocate, I'll join.
Okay. All right. We'll be waiting. Again, folks, Samson told Labro Public and here with Sis Cardu, of course, who just left, and Terry Collins also. Mr. Collins, Terry, let me say this here. I think Samuel Twe, what he did tonight, I think he's laying the groundwork for sedition to emerge as some government official or somebody that care for the Liberian people. However, I'm not too sure if all sedition will be on board. Now, what he has done tonight, for me, he has put in a very big debate among intellectual sedition. And they're going to have to wait and see how much this thing is being played out there. If they play positively all over, then those who are now being going to be seen as the truth teller will want to push it more. But if there's some sort of a rejection and some kind of negative connotation that comes with this, whatever he's doing, whatever he did tonight, then I think those hardliners within the CDC hierarchy will continue to say, we're not going to play that, we'll play hard. Because playing hard brought them to power in 2017. So the most likely will want to stay with that. What they most like if they do that, what they're gonna be missing from a political guru experience and political group guru perspective is that many Liberians are not on this playing hard business anymore. They are not even on board with propagandists coming out and say the true fiction of cartel political. They're not on that kind of thing anymore either. They want tangible. Many people are now are falling off the bandwagon of chicken soup and cup of water, cup of rice and sardine voting. And sooner or later, people are going to get off the trucking business, and people want tangible. Liberians themselves will identify people in our community who are not eligible to vote in our community. It's coming. So I think what Samuel 12 started here tonight, if CDC, and I stated that earlier, I'm not going to take CDC for granted. I will not discard CDC way of making things or doing things as though, oh, they can't make it. No. When I'm engaging CDC and sedition, I will engage them from an intellectual perspective. I'm not going to take them for granted. I'm not even going to disguise who educated, who not. Me not educated. Yeah, me must stay behind because I'm not no bull. Then I can speak no go English. But talking to CDC, I will not say they're not going to come by. I have their binders. I have binders of their unforced error. And Walter Carter last night, he wanted to tell me I start shutting him down when I start showing some of them the picture and the video. He couldn't say much. And this is how you deal with them. Remind them, forget about the Liberian people. Remind CDC and sedition themselves to say, this is what we were. And this is what you want us to come back to? Evident would defeat them than to be hateful and vindictive on a state media that is being paid for by the Liberian people, including sedition. But you refuse to bring sedition on your state media to have a saying. Unacceptable. Allow sedition to come and spill whatever they have in mind. And you can disagree with them publicly. Don't be afraid of them. But you exclude them from participating on the state media. And you only have people who will want to say the government this and the government that. So for me, Terry, let me bring you in. Mr. Smith, I sent you the link in the your email. Please check that out. And I would like for you to join me tonight anyway, if you have the opportunity. We appreciate it. But let me come back to you, Terry. The fact that you know who is not here tonight to disturb our show. And that was Walter Carter. He hasn't even asked for the link anyway. But you know very well he ain't got no place here tonight. So let's hear from you, Terry. Let's hear from you.
Well, yeah, that's it. I myself will not want to say CDC is rooted out of the political landscape of Liberia because they have a good capital that support them, political capital. So you can root them out of the electoral process as we speak. But here is the thing. If CDC do not find their way back in power in 2029, what become of them? CDC will become like a family food that is dished on the table. Everybody will get a piece of them, meaning they will break apart, just like the Roman Empire. That whole thing will just come crumbling. So the best bet is 2029. So they have to do everything possible to present the best to the Liberian people, convincingly that will bring them to power 2029. All that proud thing in former president, we have popularity. The Liberian people have seen beyond the popularity of President Weah. They have seen what he's capable of. 6 years was not small. Do not think for the slightest, that the Liberian people did not see what you did. So we just go as CDC normal, we talk, we present all our people then are unsanctioned and other things. We will still win the election. No. You have to go higher than Unity Party. You have to go higher. Michelle Obama said when they come low, we go high. You have to present something of value that will sell you, that will rebrand you. That the Liberian people will say, let's give them another chance. You have to do that. You see?
Mr. Smith, we haven't seen your picture here. That's why once we get your picture, we'll put you up, please.
Let's watch the Unity Party. If the Unity Party loses 2029, they will be bishop as well, like a family food. You know, everybody, they bring all the boat in. They get a big boat, they get a small boat. They sit it down, we're coming on, 10 persons, they put all the boat in around the big pot and they dish it. That how Unity Party too will break apart. They will break apart. Because the whole thing is one-sided. They are not strengthening the party. All that building structure, you building and you're paying money for structure. What are you doing when it comes to financial deposit into the account of the party that will fuel the party when you are no more in power? What do you have?
That's exactly what is happening with CDC right now.
Yeah, what do you have? Like a farm, like an investment in the country for the party that you can depend on to say this can fuel us when we're not in power.
Let me interrupt a little bit here. So back in, I believe it was 2017 or 20 something when we went to Mr. Smith. If you want, let me. I can't see your picture though. So, oh my goodness. I thought they met. Wait, man. What kind of business is here tonight? Who called him? I was sure the people. What kind of business? All right, folks. The show is over for the night. The show is over for the night because Mr. So, who invited you? You're supposed to be busy by now. But anyway, let me go and make my statement.
But how can
that mean the bullshit you putting on yourself? You come for confusion, Mr. So you come with an idea of confusion tonight. Yeah, but I'm the boss. Let me put you honor me myself. I'm the CEO. But anyways, Terry, no, on a very serious note, the point you're making. So back in the days of Liberty Party, one of the suggestions I made to then the late Councilor Bronsky, Liberty Party, we don't have money right now, but we can form whatever company you guys have in mind to be able to generate fund. If not, I said this. I said if we don't do that, we will find ourselves hanging with people in Liberia that got money who do not have good character. And people thought it was a joke. The same thing here with CDC. CDC, they thought by people making the huge amount of money that when the time comes for struggle, they will bring themselves, give more money. They don't pay nothing. They not take their money. Unity Party is doing the same thing, expecting Unity Party to wait until when the time comes, they will pay back. That's a mistake. It's a mistake. And that's one of the things, the letter guy from Kakula, what's the name, Kakula Kobo or Bobo, whatever. Boto. He wrote every member of high-ranking member working in the Dole government that were member of the NDPR. He wrote them and said, you will be taxed in the interest of the party. You will pay. I'm not too sure if he carried it out, but those are things that you do.
But just to add there,
guys,
before the CEO
give me a minute. Maybe Mr. Smith is on here without a picture. Mr. Smith, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, okay. So, okay. All right. Just that no picture. All right. Thank you for joining. We appreciate it. Mr.
So, how you doing?
Mr. Smith, I gave you permission. What you even call my name? You calling the other person name?
So how you doing, man?
Mr. Smith, good to hear you. How are you?
I'm
And
fine. Thank
I'm
you.
kind of surprised. I was sleeping, but I mean, the ancestors woke me up.
No,
Oh
he
God.
says so. People call you. I know people.
I was supposed to. I mean, this is just amazing. These guys are unable to seek the
Somebody, and you
truth.
will be sleeping. Somebody wake you and say, "You better go
That's
over
the
there. The papi on you
that's
again." Oh.
that's the work of the ancestors. They're still watching over us wherever they are. I
Yeah.
mean, these guys are unable to seek the truth from the old man that is in charge of what is happening to tell us exactly where money came from with this whole 4 year thing. They dance around it, they come here, post paying around it, and they here wasting their time on Samuel Tour lying. Where this lie is coming from is being passed over from the forefather, from their own. I mean, it's you need to be finding different conversation. Yeah, you do
Mr.
not
So,
validate this man. Yeah, this man is not that. Why are you giving CDC a free public relations? Tell us. I want you to start telling us
You're
what could
not
be
going to
the
tell me how to run my
message.
show. You're not going to tell me how to run my show. I'll run my show the way I want to run my show. Mr. Smith, good evening. Thank you for joining us. What's on your mind, sir?
Yeah, thank you. And I make it my business. Are you hearing me? Samson,
Yeah,
you
but
are
you,
me.
I hear you call my Neo.
We,
Samson,
we, we are hearing you. He's still waiting for you to call his name. I
yeah.
don't say what is
Good
important.
evening, Mr. Samson too.
There we go.
Mr.
Welcome
Jerry
on board.
Collins, good
Welcome on
evening.
board.
Thank you very much. But I make it my business anytime I cross the Atlantic Ocean to stop by your show to make sure that I can make my contribution.
Let me also welcome Tommy So who is watching us. My brother, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Mr. Smith, go
When
ahead.
you feel like that, then he's seeking, then you rallying
Yes.
support.
So,
Yeah, I would rather support against. I'm the board chair. Why would I want to rather support against a CEO
Oh,
who is below my
Samson,
title?
okay. Yeah. So I stop by. I stop by at least to touch base with you all. And we are on the grounds in Liberia, and we are the direct people that are receiving the actions and inactions of the government,
right.
of people who are our leaders. I just want to piggyback on the issue of Samuel Toure. I think Liberian people, we should not be wasting our time on Samuel Toure. I think the opportunity was given him. He played his part. He has left the scene. So we Liberians now, we should go ahead of developing our country. And if we keep on giving these people credence, I think then we miss the bigger picture. And I can say that since 1980, the Liberia being going downhill because of these kind of actions. The country was progressing in an upward direction when the coup came, and things went amok. And since then, we have not had good leaders. We have not had people who to stand for Liberian people. So I think we can't waste our time on people at Samuel Toure. Having said that, the situation on the ground now needs that everybody should stop saying what government does what and what government does. It's almost like a personality or government show in the town. CDC come today, we did this. The other person come, we did this. I think we should graduate from that point, because government is continuity. Once you set the foundation of growth and 6 years come and go, you leave it, you tend to touch over to somebody else. So I just getting tired hearing, 2029 gotta be CDC or it gotta be Unity Party. What make them to think that only those two parties own the country?
Tell me about it.
What gave them the right? So they don't know what is happening in the shadow of Liberia, in the political shadow of Liberia. So other people are getting prepared too. So the both parties, I think it's about time that we can recess them, and let's try something different. So those are the kind of things we're going to be discussing. So thank you again. I will stop here and listen
Look,
to the
Thank you,
beginning.
thank you,
Minister
thank you.
Smith, hold on 1 second. Let me speak to the minister. This guy, he's very uncomfortable now. This is why you see him moving his left hand, left shoulder all around, because you said that we need to recess. I'm not saying recess, we need to completely retire then. We are not going to continue to have a president of a country who would dedicate 2, 3 vehicles of DEA, and then you had the whole nation shut down, riding buses and all of that. Come on, we are in the 21st century, such a modern society we're in, that you still have people dedicating buses, and you think it's an accomplishment, dedicating water pump. Those are government responsibility, and people should be ashamed to have this sort of talking point. Why you should be talking about Samuel Toy at this time? Someone that failed to society, somebody that failed. Tell us what is on hand, what is ahead of us. That's what you're supposed to be telling us. I'm surprised of you telling me that Liberty Party is supposed to build a widow market in order to do stuff. Come on, Samson Toy. You can do better.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're entitled to your view, and we appreciate those views as well on this platform. As you know, the liberal is in complete control. And on a mind watch, you are allowed to express yourself freely. We're not going to hamper anything, nor are we going to stop you from expressing yourself. Let me go to Rescue 2. I think we need a Rescue 2 tonight. I think we need to get into our more of rescuing people, because I think people need to be rescued on this platform here as well. But let me come to you, Terry. Let me come to you quickly. Samuel Toy issue. Many people believe it's not necessary to be discussed. I said, fine. We're not going to discuss it. That's okay. But what I'm not going to do is to turn a blind eye on what the CDC and sedition are doing. I'm not going to turn my blind eyes on that. Because if I'm going to be one of those that is a strong supporter of this president, I will be prepared and prepare myself, specifically dealing with CDC. But there are those who want us to perhaps discard CDC and the sedition, and then before you look, the right behind us, we have no way of engaging them. I'm not a political guru for nothing. Politics.
Something.
Yeah.
We are not discounting CDC or Unity Party for that matter, or any political party for that matter. What we are all talking about is a system that will develop the Liberian people in a positive way. These two parties has been given the stage. Unity Party has been given the stage twice, and even by the third time. And they did what they did. CDC was given 6 years, and see what they left with us. You know, they arguing the whole thing about Unity Party, and I asked myself the question whether our former president, if she is a patriot, and what do I mean? Ellen had 12 years to build the country. We all helped in the process. But after 12 years, she turned the country over to George Weah and CDC. So all those work that we did, everyone was reversed. So was it because she was vindictive, or she didn't want to see the good of our country? So that's some of the questions we should be asking ourselves. Where do we go from here? We will support the Unity Party in what they are doing now, but we expect better of them. We don't want the same old thing that they did before and come and do it again.
So, Minister Smith, let me hold you right there, please. You made a statement that Madam President Salif, former President Salif, turned the country over to President Weah. Were you not quite aware that there was an election where President Weah and CDC won 14 out of 15 counties?
Look, something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you the fact of the matter. Our former president gave support to CDC. She didn't even support her own vice president. And you could see her print. Who was the foreign minister? Bezonka, right? Who became agriculture minister? Who held key positions in the CDC government from the very get-go were people that she handpicked. They were not members of CDC, and you could see that the whole troop or you can call them Elishans, were all moving towards CDC during the election. While Joseph Baka alone stood by himself, and we had to help him out, but still he didn't win. So if Ellen was a true patriot and believed in what we had done to progress the country, and we have people out there that were doing good. One classic example is Louis Brown. Louis Brown was at the UN really making mark. When CDC came, what happened? They kick him out. Now he's back. So you see, she destroyed by CDC guys not prepared coming in there, destroyed the whole foundation that we built for the last 12 years. So that's why the question comes to mind. So the election was something that she worked against her own party, especially against the vice president for George Weah to win. And I know he was not prepared.
Thank you. Let me go to Terry. Terry, speak to us on the fact that we're going to the third year of this government. The government for which Mr. Smith is now suggesting that the former president turned her back on them. And you think whatever that is being produced right now, was she wrong to turn her back? If at all that's what happened, is President Waka producing right now to merit the support of the former president, as people are claiming, as Mr. Smith saying to suggest that she didn't support him, which of course we all know that is true. But is this president and Unity and this second term Unity Party, are they doing what they're supposed to do to now say we told you so? Let's hear from you, Terry.
Well, Mr. Smith, we want us to talk about Samuel 12 CDC, but want us to talk about whether if Madam Salif, how she feel about this government. It's just like, playing down one thing for the other because it's still not talking anything progressive as he want us to talk about. It's not progress. It's just stalling and going back in cycles. So it's just the same old thing. And Samuel 12 being one of the legendaries who have held our country finance ministry for over 12 years, for over 6 years. For him appearing today, I thought that was something huge, and I believe it will be all in the media. And if we can talk about every other thing, success begins from yesterday to today. But however, to your question, Labor, is that we have to understand the circumstances surrounding Madam Sirleaf's political interests, because I want to believe it was centered around Madam Sirleaf's political interests. So she felt at the time probably she could not, because to be honest with you, when your second in command decide to challenge your authority, especially when you did not expect it, it's challenging to you, especially when you had a agreement. If we had an agreement, or I had an agreement with him that, hey, we're only coming for one term and turn it over to the young people, then you leave from behind me to come and say, oh, you want the seat when we already agreed that we're going to turn power over. Then it makes me to feel somehow that maybe you're going to come after me. You're doing this thing maybe to come for me.
So let's take it from your remnant. Let's put it back, Unity Party, Madam Salif and President Waka. Who President Waka was telling Madam Salif we got to go one term?
Madam Salif told President Waka, said, listen, after this term, we're going to give the thing to the young people. That for what we believe at the time, that was the discussion.
Yeah.
The first person who broke the news, come in, Mr. Smith, the first person who broke the news was Randy C. when President Boga came to the U.S. during the Ebola crisis, and he had a conversation with Obama and received that welcome, that presidential welcome. Apparently, his mind changed. The man from Lofa County, Foya District, said, no, I think myself can get in the seat. You remember the video that Eugene Fagon used to play during the political season? That video there was the video that changed the president to their mind, because he received a 21-gun salute upon arrival at the U.S. and walked on the red carpet. Nobody can walk on that red carpet and remain the same. Randers here broke the news that the vice president wants to be president. And it shook the country. Madam Seti King and said, no, it's not true. But that was true. So giving all this kind of a
So is that why Madam Seti went for second term?
No, that was after the second term, Labor, because that was 2014. Ebola crisis was 2014.
Right. Oh, you're saying it was an agreement that after our second term, we will turn the country over
it to the young people. That was the agreement. And I think he forfeited that, with awareness. He came out of the blue that this is what I want to do, because he did not discuss his vision with her that this is what I've been wanting. This is my plan, So she felt threatened that apparently if I give the old man the thing, he will come for me because he know everything. So if I'm myself, that's what I say, giving her state of mind, think about how she thought about it, because she herself came up. If Mr.
So
Smith
are you suggesting here tonight that the VP then betrayed the Unity Party, in that Unity Party were going to turn it to young people, and then he said, no, I can do better? Is that what you saying?
I would not want to use your choice of word betray, because it is the constitutional right of the vice president to vie for the office of the presidency if he see fit. That his constitutional right. But I'm saying, in my opinion, I don't think the discussion was properly held prior to Madam Shirley's, departure from office. Had it been held the way it should have been held, I don't think she would have taken the line she took. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, Terry, let me just come back again. I started discussion because I wanted to lay the basis on what the Unity Party is doing. Mr. Toh, you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
very clear.
Yeah, I was laying the base. I don't want to discuss Samuel Toy issue because I think he has one of them did this part. I was moving towards the way Unity Party is operating, and they were done better when the foundations were firm.
How are they operating, Minister Smith?
Yes. They are working, but in a fragmented manner. What do I mean? They have an agenda, but every institution is coming up with a strategic plan. I think they should consolidate everything into one instead of making it fragmented. And it should not be for 6 years. It should be longer than 6 years. Public Works is putting down 5-year strategic plan. Water and Sewer 5-year strategic plan. LTA 5-year strategic plan. What is the accomplishment? So that's why I'm saying they are doing it in a fragmented way. They should consolidate all. Besides that, they are very key and low-hanging fruits that the Unity Party is missing. And what are they missing? There's a big opening for job creation in manufacturing, in industrializing Liberia. In the top document, they talk about economic growth and the establishment of the free zone, right? All of these things, I think the Unity Party should take cue from that document and start giving incentive to people to do more manufacturing that will create more jobs. Those are the kind of things that I'm saying they are missing. Unity Party can consolidate all of these ideas into one big part and start running it, I think they can do better.
Thank you, Mr. So, Madam Koto, thank you for joining us. We're here with Mr. Smith, Mr. So, Terry, and yourself tonight. And I'm the board chair, I'm the host, and I'm the power man in the place tonight.
Why you always have to brag about your power?
Because I let power business.
No, you shouldn't.
Don't worry. Victor, I let power. That was coming to be. No, I'm coming. I'm telling you what I'm coming to do. But anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for Yvette, Mr. Madam Carlo, let me come to you. Let's hear from you. I know you went and took a break. You were reading, doing some research and stuff like that. What will be your contribution on this one here?
Thank you, Mr. To. I relocated, not reading, not making any research.
Okay.
But I will say
Go ahead.
Look, sometimes people say we should not respond to these things, but it is better sometimes to talk a little about them, because if you left it, without responding to them, there are people who are glued to this saying. What he has said today, former minister, if you don't rebut it, there are people who it had gone into their mind and they have processed it and just dormant into their processing plant. So you need to give a rebuttal. Then we talk on the issues that are on hand. Today we had, and I want to say something about what Colin said and what my brother said. Okay, Peter Smith. What boss said, don't mind, but what he said, and to throw a little light on what he said. For Terence said that the Omar felt intimidated. That was the former president. Ellen felt intimidated because of boycott running, and they have planned that they would turn it over. That wasn't the case. That's why sometimes they say let not nepotism, be performed into a government or institution. What led Ellen to have taken such a decision was her son decided to run as a senator, and then she wasn't seeing it that the Unity Party was easily going to accept her son to run as a senator. Looking at that, she wanted to maintain him to run. And the son started saying, oh man, you got to give us now. And she took that motherly cap. Then, that's how that whole thing turned over the way it turned over. Because he wanted to be senator. And George, we had to relinquish that seat for him to take. So in order to exchange, those were some of the agreement that led to that thing. Sometimes some of you people don't know the deep thing, but behind the line we saw.
The people were setting power.
Exactly, because that interest, like you said, politics is interest. She was.
Interest doesn't mean that you sell power, Kodu.
Oh wow.
Well, that's why I'm telling you some of the thing, and for me, I was against that seriously.
And I really appreciate your understanding of government, and I appreciate you coming out to teach us here tonight. Thank you very much.
And that is it. Because what happened? Let me be frank with you. When it comes to mother, our certain instinct takes in for our kids and things so different that sometimes it's hard, because I don't care if your child is a criminal, sometimes they are the other way around. You may want to discipline them, but then that motherly feeling comes in and you have to take that instant decision. That way for me, I had a serious objection to her decision. I supported her, and that was it. And what Vida Smith said, I agree. I really want to agree. And I said it, we discussed it sometime in one of our groups, and I said this same thing. That in especially when it comes to the leadership thing, when you start, sharing, distributing your eggs and things around to gather it, in a manner, people will not see your progress. Like what happened to Erin. This is why, because the need of the institution is so many.
She was distributing her eggs.
whatever it is, how you think it. What
But
happened is that
I'm just trying to, because you
the
said,
need for the country is very immersed, and at that stage, you cannot do everything. But if you can tackle at least 3, 4 at a time, but they want to do everything, and doing everything, you may not complete everything, and then people will come in and say you did not do nothing. So if you tackle education, do it education and do it to the best. If you're targeting roles, do it to the you don't do it to the best. And I mean, take 3 major ones and do it to the best. Then tackling everything at the same time. This is where when you see today, they say Ellen do nothing, Ellen do nothing, because they wanted to touch all of the needs, and it's impossible to actually meet up with all of the
thank
needs.
you, thank
And you
you.
see what happened today? Thank you, Mr. I beg you, just give me 1 minute. Today,
You got 2
there
seconds.
was there was something done today, and nobody, because of the interview today, nobody focusing on it much. We listened to the information minister today that came up with an outline of what they have achieved for the past 2 years. We have not touched on all of these things. And that's why for me, when the last time when Colin was saying they should sometimes leave some of these statements, because these people are coming to serve as detritus. Leave it with some groups that will be there to discuss the issue, and then you attack the government progress. Because you see, today it's all about finance, former finance minister detour all day. They have forgotten and not even discussing what today, the outlines that the information minister came up today. That's what I
Thank
think.
you, thank you.
And I have it, I'm giving a chance because if you give me 20 seconds, but later my little time, I will go over today the information minister outlines that he gave. Thank you, Mr. Tool.
You if you do
Oh,
that,
I didn't speak to you today, Mr. So. How you doing?
well, we're not yet. We can't speak to anybody yet. But let me ask you this.
That's not fair.
Let me ask you this. If you come here, and
Oh, you're Cotton. You were confused. He calling you Mrs. Qualuba and all that. This the old man is. This is what you get when you have
my
the
God.
man who is not used of
But
telling
I'm
the truth.
coming to you. Okay, go ahead, talk.
No, go ahead, Mr. So.
Say what you want to say. Don't.
No, I was going to say, Madam Koto, when you come in next time, the opportunity given you, and you're going to put in some 2 or 3 sentences of the government, and make sure the government pays the bills. No free advertisement.
Okay, I will let them know.
Okay, let's hear from you, Mr. So, please. Let's hear from you.
You
CEO.
want to talk about free advertisement when you whole day you're sinking in just a break a knee on the bill, whoever to caution you that you should pay something that now you
You
want.
see that? You see? Thank you, Mr. So. You see?
Your dishonesty, it don't go anywhere, and then you show yourself.
Well, you adding your, it wouldn't your again in this place.
Well, who the catfish, let them wait.
Yo,
But
say
yeah, what
Mr.
it is.
Toll, Terrence, Koto.
You guys have become a headache to the Liberian people, and it is just saddened for us. I hope and pray that 2026 will give a new shift into our conversation that will give hope, because all you guys does on this network, you just back your own little alligators that in your corner. You defend the one, and they want defend the one, and they want do this one. Yeah. That's not what Liberia deserve. You have another pastor who come and give another side of the scripture, and it's been amplified by the political nice and all of that. It's just, I mean, it's just getting too much. As far as I'm concerned, of course, she's right. At some point in time, politics, when they say politics is of interest, there's no limitation to that. It comes with security and all of that. But you don't know. You claim to be guru, and your being guru is just focused on one side. All right. I'm not seeing the memoir that clearly defines the role, and that's what I'm really hoping. There will be a memoir. What happens in the house of Joseph Boyka and Helen Johnson Sirleaf? That is very unusual. She didn't come out, and we know that she did not give that support why she didn't give the support. It says some of the reasons, some of the things that we are seeing here, making administrative decision, how to go about to take tough action. Were those the apprehensions of Helen Johnson Sirleaf for her not coming out? I don't know. I don't want to be judgmental, but we can pull around the board and make some guess and see what it looked like. But I don't intend to have that sort of conversation tonight. The year is coming to an end. Cotto says something, but this is the same minister yesterday who was talking about people should go to jail. This is the official spokesperson of the government of Liberia who should allow the judicial process to be executed, to be concluded, finalized, and for the decision, for the loss of the land. But again, if you find that out, then we say, well, these are people who have been breaking the laws from time to time. So they have taken public, private network to be the mouthpiece of the government. That is profound. And these are things you're supposed to be speaking about, but you do not have the guts to say anything about that labor. You come here every night, you say your way, you do it your way. Nobody here saying your more, you're here not saying anybody more. Those kind of behavior is not moving or anywhere.
So forget about Samson too. Let's move on.
No, yeah, no, these people, these are people, we cannot forget about these people. These are the people that are a problem to society, and the burdens ends on the larger portion. So when he will come here, instead of he sitting behind the microphone to inform, to educate, and allow the electors to make informed decisions, he made his decision for them. It's being amplified by his ally, by other folks outside, then that is a concern. I thought maybe he will begin to profile the goodness of this administration, some of the things that they have done good, where they fell below the belt, and see how they can be improved. Guess what? He has allotted 120 minutes of his time with the political revving, the political nice, and they are on Samuel Tour. You're just playing in the narrative of Stanton Wallacepoon, how he has shifted his gear and he doing everything possible to cause this distraction. You're just playing into his narrative.
So thank you. We'll come to you. Mr. So thank you very much.
You gave Cotto almost 20,
15 she's member of the Progressive. You're not. So thank you, Mr. So. Thank you very much.
Who authorized you to give me that title?
I'm entitled to that. I mean, I can get anybody title.
You can call me political nice.
Yeah, don't mind. But anyhow, let me come to the Rescue 2. Rescue 2, let's come to you. We will always come to you when things are. I'm supposed to put a number F for people to call. Yeah, you see. Okay. But let me come.
Rescue 2. I think the information minister gave his overview today, so maybe Rescue 2 can start it. But again, we have to.
Oh, she's the rescue nurse.
But she's the political nurse.
No, not political rescue nurse.
The political nurse are the so-called Reverend from Minnesota. They say the Reverend everything fell apart.
But let's hear from you, Rescue 2. Jerry, let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, now we don't know what we're on now because I don't know, we're just dangling. But liberal, here is the thing, right? The MPP split. The MPP became like jollof rice, where anybody, they can just use them now as a sidebar to help other political parties, like the Unity Party. Senator Barrow said, helping for any one of these, any one of these political parties, CDC or Unity Party, if they lose the election in 2029, they will become helping for. They will be no different from the MPP. All right, wherein people will just be using them now to foster their agenda. I don't believe in the theory that these are the two political parties now, like the Democrat and the Republican, as people perceive. I don't believe in that theory, because one political party is only functional by one man that is called former President Weah. The moment former president we are saying he no more want to be, CDC become a helping verb. And if he lose the election in 2029, CDC automatic he will definitely resign or leave. He's not going to be waiting to go back for 2035, 2036. He will leave, and when he leave, CDC will break apart. Everybody will take their piece. That's how they're doing it now. Sir Joseph carry one, Thomas Fala carrying his on the other side, the other person. Unity Party, in the other hand, they will break apart too. But Unity Party have proven themselves to say, okay, you know what, we can use somebody else. But apart from the VP, which the former VP, which is now the president. Apart from him, who else do Unity Party have to challenge political or system in Liberia to take state power? Nobody. So if JMB is old, if JMB leave the scene, who do you have to replace him? So these two parties have one chance to the presidency, and that is 2029. If they fail, it's done. Or something Clarence was saying, somebody was saying something. If you go back to Madame Sirleaf with Diakete on the radio, Prime Morning Show, 2015, she said she support JMB. That's what she said when she was being interviewed. But did she support him? Did she carry him around? Did she defend him? And at the General Assembly, you know what she said? She spoke loudly at the General Assembly about generational change.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about? She had already made up her mind to carry former President Weah. You see? So was he
the best among us?
Well, that is a different discussion,
I think Terry's right. I mean, the double already finished giving a hint. That generational change, we all knew who she was referring to.
And she started liaising with him. She started carrying him on major projects that she was on, that, introducing him. She was prepping him for what lies ahead. And that was why Unity Party they expelled her right after the elections. So my own version of this whole entire thing, Liberal, is that when we talk about progress, Unity Party can only maintain power by reason of their success. If they fail the Liberian people, the ballot box will speak against them. It is their chance. They have the opportunity to make it right now, wherein they did not make it right for the past 12 years. This is the only chance they have. Because if they miss this opportunity, I doubt they will have a third chance or fourth at the ballot.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Mr. Smith, let me come to you before I open the line just briefly for folks to call in here. And we're only going to be briefly because we're going to be out of here in less than 5 minutes. So let me come to you, Mr. Smith, before we open the line here. Mr. CEO, I think we're going to have to, if you don't mind, the show going over maybe 5 or 6 minutes. A lot of time. I hope you approve that. And even if you don't,
people claim to have the authority, but in reality they do not. Now he's seeking this public manner
because I know my position. I'm the board chair. You the CEO. You run the day-to-day affair of the thing. So
this is about Liberia. So your request is.
Thank you.
On it right now.
Thank you. Don't talk to me before we go somewhere. Okay, whatever. But let me come to you, Mr. Smith. And this question is a little bit loaded. Let's be honest. You've been around. You were here with us, and I've always empathized with your position. To be honest with you, because you, as smart, the structural engineer here, working in a position of serial money making, but you decided you wanted to go home. And when you got there, things were not as smooth as we thought would be, but you helped to strengthen the institution, you helped to build. Looking back at that time, comparing to what we have now, are we moving in the right direction, Mr. Smith? Because I also know that you support this government anyway. So and that's what I'm asking. That's what I made a comment earlier, that this question is a little bit loaded. So go ahead. But knowing who you are, there's no loaded question that you can't handle anyway. So go ahead. Let's hear from you.
is another way of asking me to see how far this government is going with the development process. Um, Liberia is a good country, and I think I might, some people might challenge my statement, but we really have a serious leadership deficit because president alone can't do the work. President need lieutenants, and president need committed lieutenants. But the way I'm saying it, that people are they are not loyal to the country, but they are loyal to individuals. And if we continue in this trend, it will take a long way before we can get where we want to get. And that's how I see the country because I've been in Liberia for the last 15 years now since I left the US, back and forth. And that is one of the things I still supported, continue to support the Unity Party because I think if we all can rally around and look at the main issues that require our leadership, the country's leadership, and the result that everyone will enjoy or will have the benefit of the country, then we can do that. Liberia is resourcely rich, but it's being mismanaged. And that's one of the things where we need to look into. A lot of money is in the country, but sometimes it's in the wrong hands. And one of the issues I always put forward is that a lot of us have investment ideas, but for the last 18 years now, we don't have an investment bank in the country. So that we who creating job in the private sector can be financed. That still hasn't worked out yet. The agriculture sector is also open. I'm hoping at the end of these 6 years, the Burger administration can now open the Agriculture and Development Bank, and then we can move ahead. But again, the way it is now, we have hope, but it's not all good. And we'll continue to keep striving for the best for our country.
Thank you.
To answer your question in a nutshell, we are improving.
Okay. Thank you. Let me bring this thing here straight to light here again tonight. As we go over here, I think before I'm looking for, let me open the line, folks. Those of you that want to participate in the conversation, give us a call here 916-533-2048. So I have serious business here tonight. But while we're waiting for the call, though, let me go back and pass this question on to each of us here to see where we stand as we get head into the third year of this wonderful, 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 wonderful rescue team. This president, the father of the nation, the most productive president ever, who is leading this effort to actually take us into the hole that was dug by CDC and sedition in hoping that we will not see the hole and fall inside. And the father of the nation came trying to cover the hole for us, and we appreciate it. And we all should be grateful to this president of trying to help us out. But folks, give us a call 916-533-2048. And if you agree with us, but let me go straight to Mr. So, who is now pretty much talking everywhere in his chair here tonight, hoping that I will make this statement. I made it. I'm a liberal, and I'm allowed to make. Mr. So, let's hear from you. What do you think we are at this point? Do you care to give us any kinds of clue of what you think we are from where we were? Let's hear from you.
Did I hear you say the president dug a hole or what?
Just speak to what you think. Yeah, I'm not on the witness stand, Mr. So.
Always looking for the negative side.
Go ahead. What you think? Speak to,
I am not on salary with this government. It is the job of the Minister of Information, Presidential Press Secretary, his economic advisor.
Mr. So,
I'm,
I will
I'm
hold you.
here. I'm here.
I will hold you right there. This is
All
the
right. You
show.
can,
I
you
will
know,
hold you right there. Let me let the. This is the rule. You know the rule. Speaker, what's your name? Where you're calling from? Let's hear from you.
My name is Tommy So. I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, Liberal, thank you, but you already make her to be a little bit confused when you say you just going to take maybe 1 or 2, 3 million, whatever. But let me make my input on this.
Mr. So, you are allowed to speak as long as you want. You're part of the team.
The issue here is, you know, I listened to Victor and Terry, and Terry just put it the right way. The country Liberia, we have 2 political parties right now. Like a Liberty businessman told me when they said the Liberian people, just buy the bag, not the rest, because everybody wanted better rest. So when the better rest finish from the market, these people take the better rest, take any other bag and put it rest and put it in a better bag. What I'm trying to say here is the CDC don't have no substitute to Georgia. So even when Georgia is sick, they're going to force him to be there. And the next thing is for the United Party, which I support greatly. If Omer Baka is not in the position to continue, they should go in orderly way. That is, have the incumbent vice president to push him up. Because other than that, it will be a big split, and they will not make it. On the issue of Ellen Johnson is not supporting the president Baka or who are the vice president, there are a lot of things that happen. Initially, when the presidential campaign started 2017, money will come into the Liberal or the Liberty Party of the late Councilor Bronski. And that includes where they had some dignity and other people. Helen was one of the front runners of that party at that time because she was looking for somebody who she feel very comfortable with to turn power over to. And she played her game very well. And also crowd the 2, the Guanca and Councilor Bronski. Because she told them that this is what's going to happen, but I want protection. They all agree in principle, but then when they go to some places, she get an agent in there, they will talk and say, but you know what? They walk around, why are you doing blah, blah, blah. The other person say, you know what, I will do it. From there, as soon as you come, she close you off. So that was a dangerous game she played. And like where Terry said, her son had misused the local money, so she was waiting, she was looking for a way to hide her. And the only thing the worker told her, well, I'm not going to say I will not prosecute, but if that's what the Liberal people want, then I will do it. And that's why she fell out with the President Walker. But on the other hand, if the United Party want to succeed, I know that party have been supporting, but they are also corrupt.
Mr. So, hold on 1 minute. Let me merge you. You talk about people, you know, the party. Mr. So, hold on. Mr. So, hold on 1 minute. Let me merge.
You not let it corrupt out now. You want to hear that?
CDC official, and I used to go to places. I used to sit down and listen to what they were doing. And exactly, NPP become a general rest or government boom because all of them they don't have no relevance. But the issue is we do not have a political institution that look. These are the party that's supposed to be there. Anybody can get an open party.
Hold on. Sorry about that. Let me merge.
When they leave power or they don't have money, then they party for that. It will happen to Kasser, it happened as I do that for me, party and all of that. But until we come to be mature with politics, look, I will get reference to several. The SLPP and the APC, they have been there for years. And I was infiltrated later before I came to the States. The money they gave the people for development, that money went straight for development, selling it up to the stars. Now, the development money, Helen Johnson or Pete took that money according to salary, they paid all that money. Today, they paid that money.
Thank you.
We have to do better than that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Walter Carter, let me hear from you. You got 1 minute, please.
Thank you, David. Thank you for the show. I've been listening to the show. You know what prompted me to pause? Sometimes we gotta be catchy our people because this platform is a platform that inform, educate, and entertain. And I like the educational part and the informational part. When people come here and be speaking follow story, even though they got a right to speak follow stories, I'm gonna correct them. So most of the people kind of call, and generally was in the conversation with Ellen Johnson Sally and Ginger Bwaka and Charles Walker Bronski and Lake Hazel Recipe. That they say you will do this and we will be the position. If you not do this, don't prosecute me. What the heck? Do we have documentation to prove those things you said?
6, we inherit.
Corruption in our country.
Walter Carter, Walter Carter, Walter Carter, Walter. Can I hold you right there, please? We are not an investigators. This is a platform. This is Mr. If you wait till the true journalists come on, and then you can. I'm not bound by that kind of journalistic ethic to try to say where you get that information from. How you got Walter Carter? You got something else you want to talk about? Let's hear it, please. Are you gone? Yeah.
So, I'm listening to you.
Okay.
So I'll give you a chance to speak. So this is the thing I keep saying. Yeah. Whether you're a talk show host, whether the two journalists on the platform, the point is we have to educate.
Thank you. Thank.
Can you give me a chance to learn?
Okay, you got 2 seconds. Let me hold on. Let me merge rescue. Let me merge rescue 3, please. Let me merge rescue 3. You coming here? You want me to come go play Sasugu with people? Oh, rescue 3. You coming to come let people play Sasugu and where they were now where? Go ahead, Walter Carter.
No, we have to correct this thing. We are a credible network that people listen to abroad and in Liberia. We cannot just say that people come and we don't make the necessary correction.
Okay, thank you for making it.
Let me learn now. You've been bringing historical facts out to our people. When other people come here, like a political nurse, and come here and tell on the start story, you gotta be able to correct.
Okay, thank you.
No, we didn't know. We don't know. It's alleged.
Thank you.
Somebody speaking false with confidence, and let it slide. You even correct it.
Okay.
And you're the liberal guru.
Okay, thank you. Thank you
so much.
Thank you. Let's hear from you, Rescue 3. You'll be the last caller here, please.
Hey, Dr. Bochia, how you doing?
Oh, Rescue 3. Thank you for recognizing my talent.
Yeah, you're the best on this show.
All right, you got 2 more minutes.
You're the best.
You got
I want to appreciate our brother that came on the show tonight, Brad Victor. And I want to bring that to your attention. You know, if you support something, you didn't say that and see the team fall apart. And when I have my dissatisfaction, not with Victor, but with the rescue government, it's you have professional people that support the government, the Victor. It's a raw engineer. But when I listen to the public work, the last time you're saying that near all the Alpha Road, they will get the Alpha Road to the quarter road, they will get to the foreign company. Then the doorstep road, they will give it to the local company in Liberia. So who are we empowering? And we get more money to those people who come from outside that are taking their money out of the country. They are our own Liberians that stood by all, that supported the government with their listening and behind their backing. We are not giving them much contract that will be able to empower them. Clear way you get here, myself, you get here. It's sometimes when we come on this show, we got about us supporting the government. When the government is going on wrong, don't say the truth, Mr. Joe. Because if we don't say the truth, when T4 apart tomorrow, the same people that we are defending them, we don't know which side they will go tomorrow.
Thank you.
That we are being criticized them, they will come on their platform and bring our past to us.
Thank you.
And the last point I want to make tonight, I don't know what now, every Sunday question, he said loud, man, people are working. Yeah, that's what I'm saying today.
You call Samuel training, then I harmonize your telephone.
Hello, Boche?
Yeah.
Yeah, so next time you appear on the show tonight, I know fully well that many of the things that you said were not true. But however, don't look at the fact that they may talk about it, may say, Bwaka government is a the show, government, they have diplomatic channel. He said, if you approve of the MCC, that doesn't mean you will receive it. He said, but worker working a way through because of what they know you can have to make a way through the diplomatic means. Thank you for the show.
Thank you. Rescue 3, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, so if you can find a tape for that for the public works minister, please let me know and then email it to me if you can. I'd like to get my hand on that. Thank you.
I will send it to you. I will do.
Okay, thank you, guys. Let's watch this here and then we'll close. This is where Minister Smith and then took
nation
let's watch
largely reduced to rubbles as a result of many years of civil strife. Our economy collapsed, contracting to historical negative growth. An insurmountable debt burden of US 4.7 billion constrained the fiscal space to engender growth. Institutions were dysfunctional and integrity institutions virtually non-existent. We inherited a bloated civil service that paid an average US $15 a month and irregularly. The roads in our capital and other parts of the country were impassable. Due to destruction of our hydroelectric plant and transmission and distribution systems, there was no electricity grid. The people lacked access to basic social services. Schools, hospitals, and clinics were in ruins. Only a fraction of our children were in school and taught by unqualified volunteers. An estimated 51 doctors served a population of 4.5 million. The capital city's water and sanitation systems were destroyed. The state-owned University of Liberia was virtually closed, as were other institutions of higher learning.
This was where Minister Smith and the rest went into to try to bring it to where we are today. I thought I'd show it here because Minister Smith made a comment.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, and Samson too. All of the work that was done for the last 12 years, in no less than 6 years, it was all destroyed again because we made the wrong choice, or we were wheeled into making the wrong choice. And this is what's hurting all of us.
So, Minister Smith, just go ahead and make it your closing now as well.
Yeah. So again, we will still support the United Party government as we have done before, and we'll continue to tell them, but we're not shy away from telling them they're good and the bad and the ugly. There are some ugly things they are doing, and we keep talking to them behind the scene, because in this political dispensation, you don't want to start talking to your leader in public. But they know, and we know that on many occasions, we have talked to them one-on-one, and we're hoping that things can change for the better of all of us. So thank you again for allowing me to be on your show, and wish you all the best. We all look forward to a successful 2026, and let all of us help to develop our country.
Do we see Victor Smith somehow? Do we see him in the Senate or in the House of Representatives?
I prefer to remain in the private sector for now.
Okay.
But I don't know what will change, but now plans are to improve myself in the private sector.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr.
Smith. Can I buy a share in your business?
What business? You coming to negotiate? Yeah.
We can discuss that off air.
Now on LPR, you come and do business.
We can do business anywhere. I love my woman. I love money business.
My mom feeling that one. Oh, I know a lot of people smile. But let's hear from you. Give us a closing, please.
Well, thank you, Mr. To it's sometimes, and like what Victor said, and I try to buttress it. And sometimes when we talk about decision making, and for me, this is where most time I like to focus on, because the decision we make today has a serious impact, or either for good or for bad, on us as we go above. And we are coming again to tell the people that this is what we told the people, rather, that this is what our government will do, and we are behind the scene. I think I heard what they call here, Keta saying there, what I get my fights from. When he come there and talking, does he have paper to give fights on it? He doesn't have any documentation to prove. But when I come here to say something, I do not create lies, because I know I have a feature, I have a political feature. I say exactly what I know about it. If you ask me, I don't know about it, I will tell you I do not know. But those are some of the fighters that contributed to Elena supporting Baka then. There were so many fighters, but I just need one of the fighters. Okay. And if we see today, we just living on the instant that people saying the bread and butter issue. They are not looking at the future of our children tomorrow. If you say today, people just come and put money into your pockets, what becomes of their education? And we're seeing today the analysis, because it's so long, and I have a few seconds to just discuss it. That way I will not give the outline of what the Minister of Information gave today. They're talking about 100 schools. Are we going to leave these 100 schools bailing and put money into individuals' pockets? No. The roads, the infrastructure processor is going, are they going to leave the roads and put money into individual pockets? No. Let us look at these issues that tomorrow that we can benefit from. Then us getting the money today and just eat it, and then forget about all of the development. Because all day we come here, this government haven't done anything, that government haven't done anything. And to the point that even Chancellor that was in a rebel government did something for this country. Okay.
Thank you, Marco.
All right, thank you, Mr.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Terry, go ahead, and then the CEO cannot take us home. Go ahead, Terry.
Yeah. Scotto, did I hear you say Klubo? You get Klubo in your name?
I don't know where you're coming from, Klubo.
Oh, I thought all your Lomani or Klubo.
I already got Lomani Koto. Then when you say what about
Koto?
What's your problem with your own?
Who invite you in your conversation? Who invite you in your conversation?
Just
when you became a lawyer,
I'm concerned.
on the
He's
show.
a panelist, you know. But
anyway, Mr. Skoluba, yeah, I don't want to come with Klubo. We're gonna bend it to neck. Be careful. Who you hang out with?
Oh God. Yeah.
Just so that we can have official amount of that. All you want.
Yeah. You want Chaka?
Chaka, that's all.
But the line I take today, my man, rescue 3 won't call my name.
That's it right there.
He said Labour is the champion. But
it's another mess.
But here's the thing. If CDC do not present herself strong enough, the Tabata you're doing on Spoon TV there, you got to come strong, brother. Because if you don't come strong and present yourself correct, when Unity Party lick it again, you might leave your own go. That's my own go.
Thank you. Mr. So, we got 2 seconds to take us home.
What?
Thank you. The show's over, folks. All right, okay. The rescue 2. What do you think? Should I let Marco? What do you think?
The CEO, you want put me?
You were just appealing for time. Then you want to silence the CEO? It's gonna be a serious problem for you.
This night is not working. This night is not working for you, my dear brother.
Samson like to take breaks, you know.
That is progressive.
That Chinese man.
Smith, is that not a progressive? They're not all behavior from the progressive.
Man, the progressive got no play. I think something better than the progressives.
Let's hear from you, Mr. So.
But he likes to challenge Mr. So. You know, Mr. So can have
this is what we want you guys to keep the focus. If I come out here and say support this agenda, all that I'm going to be doing is to keep the narrative of that person, to keep their achievements alive. But you don't do it. So we'll force you, then you will tell your minister, then they will be forced now to come and explain. You see, and that's what they start doing, and that's what we want them to know. And I will say it again: no any good Liberian, patriotic Liberian that would ever pray for their country's government to fail. But we ask them to have questions for those of you who the proxies. And when you come here and you try to reconstruct the crime scene, then we'll tell yourself we'll do the forensic to disprove you. And that's exactly what we want to be doing. And we hope we can go further with that.
Sorry, just a breaking news.
From where?
From Lofa County.
What happened for you?
Not in Foya, the university, Dr. Poda, right, that was accused, he was acquitted from the accusation on, he was undergoing an investigation from the LACC.
In Foya or where?
That's a good news.
In Fonjama University.
That's
a good where news. You were acquitted? In Fonjama you were acquitted or in Morio?
Yeah, they had an investigation in Fonjama, yes. Thank you, Mr. C.
John Palmer waits on John Wright investigation.
But you see, the thing is that justice, at least he got justice. That's the problem.
Okay, will you God?
So who's a John? Who's John?
Mr. So, will you please close?
He said,
No, he said John Palmer's waits on John Wright.
I was talking about my food downstairs. Please close the show.
Thank you. We'll go much deeper than that. Tomorrow, Conto will get more information that, and perhaps the Liberal will tell who's the John and who is the Palmer.
You mean coming on your show tomorrow before I come talk about John and Palmer business? Go ahead. Go first. Close your stuff.
I said good night.
Oh, okay.
Good night.
All right. You're done?
Mr. So, we can talk tomorrow evening. I need to talk to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be waiting to talk to you, Victor. I'm tomorrow evening. You can talk to me.
So, Zeta, are you talking to me too?
No, Mr. So myself got some unfinished business, but we'll talk also.
What is jealousy is all about?
What come? They are coming and announce your unfinished business on our show with no setting fee. You're not paying any kind of advertisement and things like that.
He's the CEO. He's the CEO, so. He has that level.
He doesn't understand. He doesn't get it. Just how they didn't get it, but they will get it.
I'm the board chair.
Yeah, but you are ceremonial.
Good night, Mr. Good night.
Libra, you're saying something today. I really wanted to comment on it, but my issue was kind of trending. I wanted to discuss it. You talk about the progressive today. You remember when you talk about the defense minister and you were reading the outline, the information or the communications today. And you said where the TWP two-week party rather were flipping on your men. But again, I want to say that your men, they were giving power, but did they do the right thing when they were giving power?
Don't let
I think, Mr. So, we should do a show on the structure of Liberia by the progressives.
Wow.
Exactly.
Yes.
Wow.
I
think that's a counter argument.
I tell something here too. This your guy here. I think we need to revisit the re-establishment of the truth and reconciliation. This guy, he's part and parcel of every bad things that went on in our country.
But the progressive was eliminated long ago, so that just passed. That just
the history the level in the age. It's on our side 39.
Because the progressive, Anyway, I think it should be another
The
day.
show over. The show over.
Oh,
The show over.
That's show after show.
The show over. Good night.
there's
Good
there's
night,
a
Gabriel.
good night, everybody.
Yeah.
So I will talk to you later.
Yeah, I don't. Let me give you. You get my number.
I got all your numbers.
Okay.
I
All right.
want the Samson I told you about the progressive.
Let me give you my number. I don't trust this guy because there's a change in number. Let me give it to you.
I'm not getting your number.
The 78 new WhatsApp is 781 363 5939, because this guy, he would never do it. I know him very well. He wants to know, very so old man. You want to know where you're calling and where you're not calling.
But don't mind me. You always know anyway.
Which party is he really for? I don't understand. He just confused everybody.
Liberty Party USA.
No, I mean, he's a founding member of Liberty Party.
They kicking out?
No, he didn't kick him out.
I don't hear him talking about your own party here. It's just
he's still carrying the malice of Bronskin.
But well, he was still on inside. I think that one. I think that
is dead and gone.
And when they meet,
he's still mad with the guy, and he cannot get me back.
Well, that one, you're good now. I get that other one there. I get no medicine for that one. You get a long way to go.
He's still crying.
You better go to Charlene. So Charlene will be your vice president. You be the president of the new other Liberty Party.
Okay.
All
right, guys. Good night. Thank you, guys.
All right, Minister, I'll be hoping to hear from you.
I'll be on Facebook and my WhatsApp is not functioning well, so I'll call you shortly.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. All right, guys. Samson to Labrador Puerto Rico. Well, that's how we're going to bring it down here tonight. We say thank you very much. We appreciate all of you for this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful show tonight. Those of you that call in, those of you that call in, those of you that are writing and stuff like that, we appreciate all of you. Want to say thank you very much. Let's go on Mr. Soul Show tomorrow, and we'll have fun again. Good night, folks. Bye.
Hapa kaya